How to convince my husband, 36M, that I'm, 32F, smart and capable. I feel that my husband, 36M, refuses to see me, 32F, for who I really am, and sees me as a mix of his own past experiences and assumptions about women like me. It has not always been the case. A little background, and I really don't want to be too obnoxious and cocky, but I'm a little defensive right now, so I'd like to explain. I have a master's degree in computer science and close to 10 years IT experience, 5 of which is being a software architect. I was born in a poor country that I escaped by being offered a job in a better country, without even having to look for one. I am bilingual, and I did that all by myself too, with no teacher or classes or anything, before smartphones became widely available. Meaning, I went to the library, sat down and learned English from books. I'm explaining all this because it's important to understand that I am not the person my husband thinks I am. My husband is a white rural American man with a bachelor's degree and a normal office job, not STEM. He doesn't have any elaborate hobbies or interests either. He's a normal guy who likes sports and action movies. I'm saying this so it's clear that he's not a professor of quantum optics or anything that would actually explain why he thinks he is so much smarter than I am. He doesn't trust me with the tiniest of things. It's all day, every single one of our interactions. The most recent one being, I saw ants and wanted to put out an ant trap. He said he will take a look and decide if it's warranted or not, and he will make sure I don't put it in a stupid place. He wasn't like this before we got married and had a baby, because back then I didn't rely on him to help me with things. I need him to hold the baby while the ant issue is resolved. I can't just do it on my own anymore, at least temporarily. Back then, I just didn't say anything and fixed the issue myself, so it never caused a conflict. But now I need to convince him that I'm actually not that stupid. I need to earn his respect so he starts trusting me with the little stuff and I don't feel like a little kid being supervised anymore. Especially because I used to be so tough. I literally lived a life that he didn't even see in movies because his religious parents didn't let him watch movies with the kind of content that my life used to be like. I have seen some shit and dealt with some bad circumstances. I am not native or frail or any of these things. And he used to like this about me. I have already communicated many times how I feel about this, but nothing ever changes because he says either one of two things. 1. I'm being mean by saying that and I have a tone. Then we start talking about how much this conversation hurt him and the conversation about me not being stupid never happens. He also says he never heard anyone talk to anyone like this before and how mean it is. But he said this so many times that now I speak with the gentlest, whispering tone, hoping we get to talk about the marriage issues, but he still talks about my tone. 2. That he actually respects me so very much he just doesn't know how to express it and will try to find a way. This also ends the conversation. He won again, but eroding our marriage piece by piece, so was it worth it though? Anyways, it really is eroding what we once had. Does anybody know how to show a man that you're smart? I feel that at one point he did believe I was smart, but after the initial honeymoon years now he just sees me as, just a mom, or IDK. I really need to find a way to demonstrate my worth before it's too late. You have to convince your husband you are smart and capable? That very first sentence told me everything. Perhaps it's not about you being smart and capable, but instead about control and being threatened by you being smart and capable, so he needs to show value. You need to reread your post and realize your husband does not like you. You are literally asking strangers how to earn the respect of your husband. Your whole problem is he is a rural country boy who doesn't value women or care. He thinks you are a baby machine. I would run. Your husband doesn't respect you, plain and simple. Nothing you can say or do will change that. Now you have to decide, live with his misogyny or divorce him and find someone who will treat you like a partner and not a child. You should visit this site. This was sad to read, Op. You sound like an intelligent and capable woman. You shouldn't have to prove to your husband that you are the amazing person that you are. He should be building you up, not tearing you down. He might have some ingrained stereotypical beliefs about women that he was hiding before, or maybe he's buying into manosphere content. It might be hard to confront him about this. How do you think he would react if you suggested relationship therapy? In the meantime, please look after yourself and lean on people who can help you get your confidence back. Sounds like he's misogynistic and he's not interested in your worth. You might consider marriage counseling, and if he refuses, show him how smart and capable you really are and leave him. My 30M girlfriend, 30F, asked if she dressed hot. I said no. Could I have said it better? Disclaimer. I love my girlfriend. She's the most beautiful, sweetest, cutest woman I've ever seen, and she's gorgeous as hell. I tell her she's pretty every single day because she's a smoke show without trying. That said, because she was highly sexualized during her high school and college years, she dresses very girly. I don't mean that offensively. I'm talking very ladylike, comfy clothes that she looks great in. I've never had a problem with any of the clothes she wears and would never suggest she change her style at all. She recently asked me if she dressed hot, and I said no. By hot, she meant like the skimpy gym outfits or IDK, sexy, trendy clothes, tight body-hugging things. And she doesn't wear those very often. Maybe like 2 things in her entire wardrobe fit that description. And because I said no, I think she took it personally, even though I tried explaining that just because she doesn't, it does not mean I'm not literally always attracted to her, nor do I want her to dress some kind of way to think she can be more attractive to me. Could I have done a better job with this? Honestly, this is where you gotta bring your best oratory skills out. Tears of joy. She expected a yes because this was her way of determining whether you find her attractive. You were too honest and paid the price. She doesn't know you love her for who she is. The answer: you're hot. You make every damn thing you wear look as hot AF. You wear jean shorts and a blouse? Jean shorts and a blouse are hot on _you_. You wear a pink dress? Pink dresses are hot on you_. You could come in here wearing anything, and I am thinking how nice it would be to rip them off you and F you right here because you look so hot. She recently asked me if she dressed hot, and I said no. By hot, she meant like the skimpy gym outfits or IDK, sexy, trendy clothes, tight body-hugging things. Did she specifically define hot as these things, or did you assume that's what she meant? So you're telling us she's hot and she always looks hot to you. But you told her she doesn't. You say, by hot she meant like the skimpy gym outfits or IDK, sexy, trendy clothes, tight body-hugging things. But did she mean that? Did she say that's what she meant? Because she probably just wanted to know if you think she looks hot in the clothes she wears, which you apparently do. Why would anyone who doesn't wear skimpy tight gym outfits ask if they do wear skimpy tight gym outfits? I think you misinterpreted her question. Of course you could have done a better job. You saw the results. How you communicate is everything, especially when you're asked to give someone affirmation. She was asking for a compliment, and you shot her down. I love the way you dress. That you always look attractive to me. No mention of hot. It's honest, but it gave her positive feedback without deflating her. You always say your girlfriend is hot. You basically told her she wasn't attractive to you. Tell her what you said at the beginning, that she's a smoke show without even trying. Or, as another commenter said, show her this post and your comment saying she's always a 10. Spouse buys house without telling me. 35M and 31F. How do I approach this? 35M and 31F. We have been married for 3 years with 2 kids. Out of the blue, my husband informed me that he had purchased a house in the same city and wanted us to move in there. He said I could live there rent-free, but insisted I agree in writing that the house is 100% his if our marriage ended. I was confused by his decision as he hadn't informed me, and the fact that he wanted me to sign something. He claims it is his own money and loan, and I should be grateful for the provision for the family. While I do like the house he's bought, I can't help feeling like it will never truly be my forever home because it's his property, and technically he could ask me to leave at any time. I would have expected we buy a house together at some point. Am I ungrateful? On the other hand, I will save a lot of money and may be able to buy my own house at some point. Not sure though if that's the idea of marriage. I'm not sure whether I should move in or how to approach this. It's not so much about my legal rights, but I somehow feel betrayed. Wait, so you're telling me he got pre-approved for a loan, found a realtor, met with them, went to showings, made an offer, went under contract, arranged his down payment, put utilities in his name at the new place, went to a several-hour-long closing meeting, all without even telling you a single bit? What else is he doing that you have no idea about? This is a huge, bizarre breach of trust. The lack of communication is astounding. This is not just about money. Sounds like he's setting you up to get divorced and take you for everything. I would not be happy either. In fact, this would probably end it for me. Your husband is not acting like a husband. You should file for divorce and take half of the value of the house. Do not sign anything. Beat him to it. Be smart here. Get a lawyer. This is a big red flag. Huge financial decisions like buying a home is a too yes or not happening situation. It takes time to buy a home, so he was hiding this from you for a while. He had zero consideration for you, and says you can live there rent-free? Like, what? This would be a deal-breaker for me. It sounds like he doesn't see you being his lifetime partner if he's already talking about you having to waive your rights to the home in a divorce. Maybe ask him why he thought this was a good idea? Why he didn't talk to you first? How long he was planning on doing this? There's a motive here, and it's not for the family. Are you in the US? If yes, I'm not even sure how he can purchase a property while married without involving his spouse. And he's essentially trying to create a post-nuptial agreement which isn't even legal in some places. Get a free consult with a family law attorney to discuss this. Is this considered cheating or not? My F32, BF, M35, went on a 3-day trip to Vegas. In you guys' opinion, is this considered cheating or not? My boyfriend went on a 3-day trip to Vegas with a female friend that I don't know, just the two of them. They stayed in a hotel with only one bed. Originally, it was supposed to be a group trip with his friends, but neither I nor the others could go, and since the trip had been planned for a while, he said he couldn't cancel it, especially since he hadn't traveled in 2 years due to COVID. So what I want to know is, do you guys think there's a 100% chance they slept together? Honestly, I can't trust him because she's someone I didn't know at all, and I only know her name. But he said he's been friends with her longer than with me. Woman shrugging. I couldn't ask him directly if he slept with her. He just said it was nothing to worry about and that was that, but I told him the next time you go on a trip like that I'm breaking up with you. Update. The trip was last year, and it happened when we had been together for 3 months. Since we are in a LDR, we can't meet whenever we want. If I had been able to go to Vegas, he wouldn't have gone on the trip alone with her. What shocked me the most was that even though this woman knew my boyfriend had a GF, she still booked a room with only one bed. I found out about this on the day of the trip, and before that, when I asked him, he said he didn't know the details because she had booked the hotel. I hadn't previously questioned my trust in him, but his actions during the Vegas trip made me feel that way. A few months ago, I saw him texting her, since they're still friends, but I didn't check the messages. I wanted to but didn't. Since then, there hasn't been any particular mention of her or any issues. Doesn't matter if it was cheating or not, it's what your boundaries are in the relationship and what you want to tolerate. Frankly, this would be on my deal-breaker list no matter what the activities were. Honestly, I can't trust him. That seems to say it all. Are people really so gullible? You should break up with him now. Have some self-respect. One bed? Only him and her, but it was supposed to be a friend's trip. Come on, don't be dumb. Well, all I can say is that every cheating man in the world would love a girlfriend like you. I wouldn't take this from my BF.